Right, we're in the garage. This is my little workshop area, which generally gets into a right mess, but gets in a mess and I clean it, gets in a mess and I clean it. But today I'm going to make a buck saw. Now, I made one before, I was quite happy with it, but I gave it away and I'm going to make another one. Now, I've got a Ramiers pouch, which was given to me, and but it's the older version, so it ain't got the knife, ain't got the X sleeve in it. So all I did was got another bit of leather, and the X goes through there and hooks under there, through there when it shuts up. And I put a sort of strap to go over your shoulder, but I want to make a buck saw to go in now. And looking on the Ramier site, the one that Ray sells is a 24 inch, so hopefully that should fit in there okay. Now this is an old blade, but it's going to be my template really. I'll get a better backhoe one, but it's all the same size, so it's a 24 inch blade and that's going to do the job. So what I've got is oak, so I just grabbed a bit of oak here, to which I've cut in half. That's going to make the uprights, and I think this will go across the middle. But I've got to do some measurements because I want the blade to slide inside the handles. That's what I did last time. I'm going to use a router for that. So it's actually going to be more just working it out than actually doing it. Plus they're all going to be sanded and cleaned up, making it look nice. So yeah, really just going to get on with it and see what we come up with. So I'll sort of try and bring you along. You can see is my sort of work area. This is my sort of work area and storage of gear, projects. There's my Wycroft pack that I've been working on. Just bags of stuff and sort of workshop little area. Well, all got all the tools down there, but it's just lack of space really. So yeah, and there's my sewing machine. So I sort of do everything from here. Limited space, gets dirty and mess very quickly, but yeah, that's what I've got. So that's what I sort of work around it. But let's get on with this end, and I'll bring you along the way. Right, okay, so this is the first handle, and I want the blade to fit inside there like that. Now I can't go any deeper than that, but hopefully that should be enough. So for that I just used the router and just made up a little jig, and that should give me a straight line across there. Obviously these need to be cut down because they're far too long at the moment, so they've got to be sort of half the length of this. But I won't cut them down to the right size and shave them up till I totally know that this works fine. But I don't mind the blade sticking out a little bit like that. The thing is, you have to make the hole quite a good size, because with oak or any most wood, in different temperatures it expands or gets smaller, and it makes it a pain to get the actual blade in and out. So that's why it needs to be a good size. But there we go, let's carry on. Right, so at the moment I'm just cleaning up the wood, just giving it a quick sand down to see what the nicest parts are of it. This is one piece I've done so far. So just sort of cleaning it up, and that's about 16, 17 inches long, and I only need 12 inches. So of it, so I'm going to cut. When I find the nicest points, I cut it to the point I want the nicest section, and then I'm just going to clean them up first and do that. Then drill the holes for the blade and see if it all works before I put the cross member bit in. So anyway, that's where I am. So let's get on. Right. So far, made a total mess of the place. Getting gear, tools, finding the right tools. But plus then my first attempt at the handles didn't work out too good. Spent a bit of time on them as well. But I just couldn't get. It's easy to make a buck saw, but to make a buck saw with blade goes inside the handle is a bit harder. But you know, it takes a few attempts in the way I'm doing it. But well, anyway, this is where I'm at so far. Here's the cross pieces, there's the arms, cross piece, and I'm going to use this, which should fit in there just about perfect. So next step, I'm going to make the holes for the blade to go in, and that's going to be the first real test. Does the blade go inside the handle? So that's like the next job, to see if I can do that. That's the trouble with the last handles I've done. The blade didn't fit in, and time you took away all the material inside there, you know, I wasn't comfortable it was strong enough. So I've done it slightly different this one, so the blade actually does come out a bit, but it looks alright. Well, we'll find out in a minute when I try it. So let's get on. Right, now this is where I'm at. These are all done, sanded, feel quite nice in the hand. The cross member bit's done. And basically, in the end there you can see there's an Allen key screw which goes in about 1.5 inches, and that goes into that slot there. Now I haven't put this together yet, so I'm maping it. I'm hoping it's going to be good enough, but I'm going to put it together now and get some paracord. Still got to make 2 little bits up there for the paracord to go. I'll do that quick now. I could even drill the hole straight through for the paracord, but I don't know. I'll have to think about it, but that's where I'm at so far. So let's crack on because the day's going. Right, okay, it's the next day, and it went okay yesterday, but there was a couple of problems I had to sort out. One thing was the handle, which I mentioned. I just couldn't get the blade in there right. That's the way I liked it anyway, and thought, oh no, get rid of that idea. Then I put it all together and put the cross bit between the 2 handles, and that was too small. The way I'd done it before, remember I used a slightly thicker bit of wood across the top. So I put this bit in and it worked, but then if you gave it too much pressure, this popped out, so that was no good. So I sort of went back to original design, the way I used to do it, what I'd done before, and I'll put it down like that. So I've got a thicker piece of wood in there now, and I've done a sort of slant like that, that's the way I've done it before. It looks quite traditional and it works really well. And I think it actually gives more pressure onto the blade in that like that, because it's in that right angle where it's pulling the blade out. But I've just gave it a test and it's solid. It ain't going nowhere. Yeah, the blade. Yeah, so that's where we're at so far. But the blade is useless. I've just took it a test and yeah, it's absolutely rubbish. So I'll get a new blade for it. But performance-wise, did it move around? No, it didn't. It was tough. So the next thing is I'm going to obviously clean it all up. I gave it a sanding on the handles, but this bit needs a bit more work. Make a proper nice, obviously use this bit of wood, and I'll drill a hole through there and put the paracord on it. I'm going to put proper paracord on there, it's just cheap rubbish. And I might just do these grooves out a little bit more there. I don't think it's going to come off, but I might just put a little bit, dig in a little bit more. But it's alright. You know, when I done the first one it was sort of went together reasonably easy. This one I'm sort of trying different things. So what I'll do now, I'll finish up, clean it up, oil it up, and show you the results when it's done. Okay, I'll speak to you later. Right, all done, complete, finished. Hope you can see me. Now, to be honest, I'm pretty happy with it. It's strong as anything, ain't moving anywhere. The joints are tight. Don't feel too heavy. It is oak, so it's going to be heavy-ish. Gave it a full oil. Don't know if you can see it. Try and show as best as possible. I'll just rest the camera up, my phone up on the rucksack. Just get an idea what it looks like. But yeah, quite happy with it. Obviously I had to do some modifications on the way. Handles I had to redo. The cross bit I had to do, so I had to almost redo it all over again. But I don't know, you know, you just sort of have an idea in your brain and you try and work it out. If it don't work, you sort of adapt and change it. That's what I generally do. Taking it apart is quite easy. And so I've been out, chopped through like a 5-inch bit of wood. The wet, it was all right. Got to get a new blade, it's rubbish. But yeah, coming apart very easy. Just undo these slightly, just one turn or two. Once you get to a certain, just unhook it. They're the joints that I've done, if you can see them. Basically they're Allen key head screws. Drilled the same in the holes there. So once you've done that, fold it together. Now I've purposely made the cut hatch large because the wood's gonna, different temperatures gonna change, it's gonna expand, and it's gonna be hard work, and that was the problem with the first one. I've cut a groove along there, as you can see the blade sticks out slightly, and I've made a cut along there, so then that fits in there perfectly fine. And all you do then is just wrap it up. Just untangle it. And that's it. And that is it complete. Now I might as well get a little strap to go around that. I can put that. Might as well get a little strap to put around all of that. But that is the blade. That is the saw buck saw done. So I'm quite happy with. Now, obviously, time will tell using it how long it does last, but I can't see it being any issues really. Yeah. So I'm swinging it around like a good one, but now that should hopefully fit inside. Nice. Nice one. Here we go. All finished. Next day, battery went to just tell me, but the job's done on it. Blade is blunt, so I've ordered a new blade for it, so that'll be here soon. But yeah, there we go. Got to show you the finishing bit product. I'm happy with it, looking forward to using it, and if anything does break on it, I know I can fix it, so it's well worth having a go. Okay, I'll finish it there. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you in another video.